Hi guys, it's Friday night, so it's time for Stats Chat, my weekly We Love Betting video until the post football comes back, of course, where I just look at the stats in the English and Scottish football, see if there's any angles we can take from a betting point of view. Remember, this is not about current form, this video, it is simply about historical data and stats and finding out if there's key trends that we can take advantage of in the betting over the weekend. With three games that I've highlighted. Firstly though, I just want to talk to you about head-to-heads this weekend. There's some really strong head-to-head records in terms of one team being dominant for a long time over the others at decent odds. I'll breeze through these, and they need to get mentioned. Fulham 12-5 to beat Norwich. Fulham are unbeaten in 11 games against Norwich, which really surprises me when you think that over the last 25 years these sides have been pretty even in terms of who's been dominant for the longer period. And you have to go back to 1986, March the 29th, 1986, the last time Norwich actually beat Fulham. Don Howe resigned as Arsenal manager that same weekend. Cliff Richard and the Young Ones were number one that same weekend with Living Doll for comic relief, of course. That's a really strong, dominant period for Fulham over Norwich. 12-5 to beat them tomorrow. Nottingham Forest have an outstanding record at Ashton Gate. They go there tomorrow to play Bristol City. They're unbeaten in 14 games at Ashton Gate. You have to go back to December 1974, the last time they lost at the home of Bristol City. They're 8-5 to win tomorrow. Billy Davis' first game in charge, and his second spell, of course, as Forest manager. And Brighton have an absolutely outstanding record at home to Hull. One of the strongest records in English football, I imagine. They're 6-4 to beat Hull tomorrow, or at the weekend. They're unbeaten in 18 games at home to Hull. They've played Hull at home 20 times and we lost just once, and that was back in August 1965. Such a long time ago. So Hull really struggle in Brighton. It's a bit of a long journey, isn't it? Let's be honest. So they're the three in terms of head-to-head records you've got to take heed of this particular weekend. My three bets though on the stats go at this. We'll start off with Stoke against Reading. Well, I say three bets, I mean four because I've got two in this game, but it's worth it. And this game I'm just focusing on how these teams play at certain times of the game. Stoke start the game very, very well. That opening 15-minute period, they've scored 25% of the goals in that opening 15-minute period. 24 goals scored this season, 6 of them have come in the opening 15 minutes. That's the best percentage rate in the Premier League. And in fact, only Chelsea, Liverpool and Manchester United have scored more in the first 15 minutes of games than Stoke. Stoke start the game well. Their opponents tomorrow, Reading, well, you know about Reading. You don't need me to tell you. They end the game well, don't they? They've scored 41% of their goals in the last 15 minutes. The flip side of Stoke's record. 32 goals scored this season, 13 of them have come in that last 15-minute period. That's the best in the league in terms of percentage rate and in terms of number of goals. 13, absolutely amazing. So how do we take that on? We take those facts and stats on board. How can we make money out of it? Well, of course, the half-time, full-time market is where I'm looking. I expect Stoke to start the game well if you look at the stats, so let's take Stoke to be leading at half time, and I expect Reading to end the game well if you look at the stats. So I expect Reading to come back into the game, draw level, or even win the game. So let's back Stoke first half to be leading, draw at full time. That's 18-1. Or also Stoke winning at half time, Reading winning at full time. That's 50-1, 50-1. So there's the opening two salvos in Stats Chart this week. Wolves against Leeds is the next game I'm looking at. In the Championship, of course, two sides have had a disappointing campaign in the league, you have to say. And in fact, this game is just genuinely disappointing. It's poor as a fixture. In fact, the last 7 times it's gone under 2.5. That's the key trend here. Under 2.5 the last 7 times. The last 4 times these sides have played, it's ended 1-0. There's been a 0-0 in that 7-game spell as well. But that's basically the headline when it comes to Wolves Leeds fixtures. Not many goals. So let's get on under 2.5 tomorrow. You can back it just a teeny weeny bit odds on at 19-20. So that's what I like there. Third and final bet, I'm going up north to my homeland, Scotland. Dundee United against Hearts in the SPL. Again, similar. Two sides I think have disappointed a little bit in the SPL this season, both in the bottom half of the table. Dundee United, they have played at home at Tannadice 12 times this season. The opening 4 games, they weren't many goals in those at all. The last 8, there've been a flood of goals. In fact, both teams have scored in the last 8 games at Tannadice in the SPL. We've had 4-4, we've had a 4-3, we've had a 3-3. So basically, at Tannadice at Dundee United in the SPL tends to be a lot of goals. Both teams score the last 8 times, and both teams to score tomorrow is 4-5. So there's my 3 bets on this weekend's stats chat. Stoke Reading got 2 bets in that, so I Stoke draw 18-1 and Stoke Reading 50-1. I've gone under 2.5 in the Wolves Leeds games, happened 7 times in a row at 19-20, and I've gone both teams to score in the Dundee United Hearts game. It's happened in the last 8 games at Tannadice, and that's 4-5. Over and out.